6:38. Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. The concept of crowdfunding, in other words, asking a little from a lot of people to see your dreams come true, isn't new. In fact, one of the first noted examples came long before the internet in 1884. But now, thanks to sites like Kickstarter, in 2012 there was over $2.6 billion raised from, well, people you don't even know. Well, Frank Knapp from the South Carolina Small Business Chamber joins us this morning to talk about the phenomena and maybe some of the pitfalls as well of the whole crowdfunding idea. But it was like 1884 when somebody first said let's all pool our resources.
I think it was William Tell, wasn't it?
Yeah, see, he knows William Tell. Dang it.
Look, the concept is pretty straightforward. It's basically saying on the traditional model of Kickstarter that people put ideas out there on a internet-based web portal. People like it, they give them money, literally donate money. And people have, as you said, people have raised a lot of money in that fashion. So really, just back in 2010, the concept then came, well, why don't we do the same thing to allow people to invest in companies for small amounts of money? And so the whole idea of crowdfunding used for investment came about. It actually was put into law in 2012 under the Jobs Act. But we can't actually do the small investment yet because the regulations haven't been approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. That'll probably come by next year. But we can do something very similar to it right now. In fact, we've opened up a portal.
And we're and we're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. But the concept itself of crowdfunding, what is the phenomenon? So when you get usually, I think the Kickstarter model, we had somebody come on who was with American Echoes. He has some great paintings and things. But the model is you give money and you get something in return, and sometimes it's like just like a thank you note and some random things.
Yeah, that's basically what the whole donation crowdfunding is about. It's basically saying, I have a great idea, I'm appealing to the people out there, if they like it, I'll give them some little incentive to give me. It's something very small and insignificant, relatively insignificant. But it does work. I mean, it doesn't work for everybody, and you have to work at it to make sure that people
out there. Are there any pitfalls as far as, I mean, I don't want to put my great idea out there. If I have a great idea and I don't have money, what would stop you who has, $10,000 in your back pocket burning a hole going, hey, that's a good idea, Tyler. Thank you.
Yeah, there's no protection. Donation crowdfunding is not regulated by any entity because these are all donations. You're basically taking a chance. You're putting an idea out there, and if somebody else likes your idea, they may run with it unless you've got it, of course, legally protected.
Sure. Now, of course, the people have funded movies like this. I can't think of his name. There's one guy who actually funded Zach Braff. There you go. From Scrubs. He actually funded a movie that way. You'd think he'd have his own money to do that, but he went and did the whole Kickstarter. It happens
all the time. So the donation crowdfunding has always been good for the arts. And in fact, we have Wade Sellers here who, with his organization, has raised money through donation crowdfunding to do put together some films on World War II. So it does work if you have the right project that can really inspire people to identify with it and want to give money to it. You do have to work at it to let people know that you're out there on the donation crowdfunding platform.
Sure.
But it does work. We're just going to take that and move it over to investing in businesses.
That's brilliant. We're going to talk about that here in a couple minutes. Continuing with Frank Knapp and this phenomena of crowdfunding. You can go to Kickstarter, or you can go to places like the South Carolina Small Business Chamber, and their new platform actually is really targeted at local folks trying to get some money as well with this whole crowdfunding idea. We're going to talk specifically about that here in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us. We'll continue with Frank Knapp. To the fold with a new way to fund funding. We're going to continue with Frank Knapp now. So with this chamber, you guys actually have a new platform similar to Kickstarter, the whole model of crowdfunding, but yours is really directed towards business.
Well, absolutely. So we are launching a new portal. It's at URL is scrowdfund.com. It will have two ways for people to invest and for businesses to ask for people to invest or to donate to them. So they can go to that website. Businesses right now, we're taking applications from businesses so they can be listed, either asking people to donate to their business because they have a unique business idea or they have something that the community, they feel the community will support in a business project. Or they can put their application, their listing on our private placement portal. This is for investment. This is where they're asking people to actually invest in their business. No longer donations. They're saying, invest in us.
So a bit like a traditional model.
You'll get a share of the business.
Okay, so you're talking about the high net worth individuals who have investment money. They need to move it to something, and they want to invest in Frank Knapp.
Well, they won't invest in me.
His nappy sneakers. I mean, I don't know.
So until, as we mentioned earlier, security crowdfunding is legal next year.
Right.
Right now, it is legal for high net worth people making over $200,000 a year, to actually invest directly in a business.
So I guess what's the difference then between the security and just investing if you're going to become a part owner or whatever? How does that break down?
Well, actually, there's no difference in the end product. It's just who is allowed to do it.
I get you.
Right now, only people with high incomes, $200,000 a year for the last couple of years, or $1 million in liquid assets, they are legally allowed to invest directly in a business. And what we're doing is we are simply creating the marketplace for these people to actually go shop, to find locally owned small businesses, or maybe anywhere in the state that they say, yeah, we want to invest in a South Carolina business, and we're going to this store, this marketplace, and we're going to find the deals we want to find out more about and potentially invest in. This has not been done before, and so this is really exciting, and we hope that businesses who are looking for either donations or for investment to go to
kind of marry the two together.
scrowdfund.com.
And we'll put more information, of course, at WACH.com. What is the amount you can ask for? Is there a limit? You know, if I want $50 or, geez, I got this $1 million idea. I mean, is there a limit?
Well, actually, no, there is no limit. So under donation crowdfunding, the sky's the limit. Whatever you want to donate, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. Under investment, the same thing. The businesses will actually list their business plan, their financial, their projections, and they will say, I need $500,000 or only $50,000 or $1 million. And so they're basically putting it out on the street and hoping that somebody will come by and say, I like your idea. I think it will give me a good return on my investment, and I want to be a part of it, and thank you for putting us together, and we will all be better off if we start investing in our local community.
Sure, but it is. It's all about small business, and you know, home ownership and business ownership is American dream. It was started on local businessmen, so we started the country. So kind of getting back to just us, you and I, owning businesses. Frank Knapp, thank you very much. South Carolina Small Business Chamber of Commerce. I will get links for you at watch.com on this. And when does this actually go live? We can take apps now.
Take applications right now.
Okay, very good, guys. We'll get some links up there as well. Invest. Have a good idea. Share it with me. Let me help you. Go, Frank Knapp. Guys, stick around. There's a lot more Good Day Columbia on the way. We're going to check in with Garrett Biedenbach, get that full forecast, including your weekend forecast. Never more than 7 days away. Stay with us.
You are watching Watch Fox, Columbia, South